Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to jump into something that, let's be honest, every single one of us deals with: bad habits. You know, whether it's that endless social media scroll, putting off a big project, or maybe that late night snack you know you shouldn't have, we all have them. So let's dive in and figure out how we can finally actually take back control.
So, I want to start with a question, and I want you to be really honest with yourself. Have you ever said the words, I'll start tomorrow? Of course you have. I mean, who hasn't? But see, tomorrow is a really tricky word. It has this sneaky way of turning into next week, and then next month, and before you even realize it, a whole year has gone by, and that one thing we swore we were going to change is, well, it's still right there with us.
And that's the real trap, isn't it? In the moment, these habits feel so small, almost harmless. But when you add them all up day after day, their effect is massive. So let's just quickly unpack the real hidden cost of putting things off and letting these little routines run our lives. Okay, so the biggest problem is that they put the brakes on our progress, and they do it so subtly we barely even notice it's happening. That whole "I'll do it tomorrow" mindset, it keeps us stuck right where we are, wondering why we aren't moving forward when the answer is locked up in those tiny choices we make every single day. And, it's not just about losing time. It's about our actual well-being. Think about it. When you're constantly procrastinating, you're not just delaying a task, you are seriously cranking up your stress levels. And we've all felt it, right? Getting lost for hours on social media, it can really disconnect us from the real world and just completely tank our productivity on the stuff that actually matters. And this is huge because it gets into our psychology. Every single time we make a promise to ourselves and then break it, it just reinforces this little negative voice in our head that says, see, you can't do it. It creates this awful feedback loop where we start losing faith in ourselves. And that, of course, hurts our performance even more. It's a real cycle. This quote just nails it. Bad habits aren't just little quirks. They are actual, real barriers standing between us and the person we want to be. They hit everything. But, and I want you to really hear this, it does not have to be this way. Bad habits, they can absolutely be broken. So let's get to the good stuff, the good news. There is a clear path forward, and it's not some crazy, life-altering plan. Nope, it's a simple, practical, three-step strategy that literally anyone can start using, like today. You ready? Here it is. Looks simple, right? It's just awareness, small action, and consistency. That's it. This is your entire roadmap. So let's break down what each of these really means. Okay, step one is awareness. It's so simple. You cannot fix a problem you don't even recognize you have. So right now, just take a second. Think of one thing, just one habit that you feel is holding you back. Don't judge yourself for it. Don't even plan how you're going to fix it yet. Just name it. Seriously, that's your first win right there. Now that leads us right into step two, small action. And this is where most of us get it totally wrong. We try to change everything all at once, we get completely overwhelmed, and then we just give up. The right way to do it? Start ridiculously small. I remember when I was trying to build an exercise habit. My goal wasn't to run a 5K. It was literally just to put on my running shoes and walk to the end of my street. That was it. These tiny, manageable wins, that's what builds real momentum. And that brings us to the glue that holds this whole thing together. Step three, consistency. Look, change is not a one-time event. It is a process. And you will have days where you slip up. I promise you, it's gonna happen. And that is completely normal and totally okay. What matters isn't being perfect, it's being persistent. The real win is just getting back on track the very next day. Now, there's one last really powerful piece to this puzzle that makes the change stick for good. See, it's not just about stopping a bad habit. It's about what you do with all the time and energy you suddenly get back. I absolutely love this quote. Think about what it means. When you get rid of a habit, you create a void, an empty space in your routine. And if you don't consciously fill that void with something positive, your brain is almost always going to go right back to the old, comfortable, easy pattern. You have to be proactive about it. So what do you fill that space with? Well, anything constructive, really. Instead of mindless scrolling, maybe you pick up a book. Instead of procrastinating with TV, you go for a quick walk. For me personally, I found that when I wanted to stop the late-night snacking, just having a cup of herbal tea ready to go was the perfect replacement. See, you're not just breaking a habit, you're actively building a better life. Okay, let's bring this all home. It is so easy to think that our lives are shaped by these big, dramatic, movie-like moments. But the real truth, is that our future is forged in the small, seemingly insignificant choices we make every single day.
So the whole point is this. This isn't just about being a little more productive or a tiny bit healthier. This is about empowerment. When you master your habits, you are mastering your life. You are deliberately, consciously shaping the future that you want for yourself.
So I'm going to leave you with this one question. Don't wait for tomorrow. Based on everything we just talked about, what is the one tiny, ridiculously small step you can take today to start becoming the person you want to be? The journey starts right now. Thank you.